Bidirectional integration of Acumatica and BİM. Welcome to our presentation on the seamless integration between Acumatica and BİM applications. Today, we're thrilled to introduce a solution that will significantly enhance the management of fixed assets and inventory for your organization. Let's delve into the details of how this integration can revolutionize your operations. Key benefits of bidirectional integration: streamlined processes. Eliminate manual data entry and streamline processes by seamlessly transferring data between Acumatica and BİM applications. Improved accuracy. Reduce the risk of errors and discrepancies with automated data synchronization, ensuring data accuracy and integrity. Real-time visibility. Gain real-time visibility into fixed assets and inventory data across both platforms, empowering informed decision-making. Enhanced efficiency. Optimize resource allocation, reduce operational costs, and improve overall efficiency by leveraging integrated workflows. In the first section, we'll share examples of data integration from Acumatica to BİM. Fixed assets. Data transfer. Managing fixed assets efficiently is crucial for any organization's financial health. With the bidirectional integration between Acumatica and BİM, you can now effortlessly transfer fixed assets data, ensuring accuracy and reliability throughout the process. Whether it's acquisition, depreciation, or disposal, this integration streamlines the flow of information, eliminating manual entry errors and reducing the risk of discrepancies. By seamlessly synchronizing fixed assets, data between Acumatica and BİM, organizations can maintain up-to-date records, optimize asset utilization, and make informed strategic decisions with confidence. Inventory data transfer. Inventory management is a cornerstone of operational success, and the ability to seamlessly transfer inventory data between systems is paramount. With Acumatica and BİM integration, organizations can achieve real-time visibility and control over their inventory levels, movements, and transactions. Whether it's stock updates, transfers, or adjustments, this bidirectional integration ensures that inventory data remains consistent and accurate across both platforms. By synchronizing inventory data between Acumatica and BİM, organizations can optimize stock levels, minimize carrying costs, and enhance overall operational efficiency. In the Acumatica application, we click on Fixed Assets on the page you see. Then, we click on the General and Asset Summary tabs. As you can see, we have reached the asset list. We click on the Asset ID link in the first row of the list. You can see the relevant fields and values for the asset in Acumatica on the page on the left. The right page displays the relevant fields for the asset in BİM. As a result of the fixed asset integration from Acumatica to BİM, the values of the asset in Acumatica are automatically populated into the corresponding fields in BİM. Now, how did we map the fields for this integration? We mapped the Asset ID field in Acumatica to the Asset Code field in BİM, the Parent Asset field in Acumatica to the Parent Asset Code in BİM, the Asset Description field in Acumatica to the Asset Definition field in BİM, the Asset Class field in Acumatica to the Group field in BİM, the Status field in Acumatica to the Asset Status field in BİM, the Asset Type field in Acumatica to the Asset Type field in BİM, and the Department field in Acumatica to the Department field in BİM through the web service to ensure automatic integration. You can see the list from the Stock Items page in Acumatica on the screen. By clicking on an Inventory ID field, we can access the details of the corresponding stock item. You can see the relevant fields and values for the stock item in Acumatica on the page on the left. The right page displays the relevant fields for the material in BİM. As a result of the inventory integration from Acumatica to BİM, the values of the stock items in Acumatica are automatically populated into the corresponding fields in BİM. We mapped the Inventory ID field in Acumatica to the Material Code field in BİM, the description field in Acumatica to the material definition field in BEAM, the posting class field in Acumatica to the material group field in BEAM, and the item class field in Acumatica to the submaterial group field in BEAM through the web service to ensure automatic integration. The fields in the Warehouse tab in Acumatica are mapped to those in the Warehouse Parameters page in BEAM for automatic integration. The fields in the Vendors tab in Acumatica are mapped to those in the Vendors page in BEAM for automatic integration. In the first section, we shared examples of data integration from Acumatica to BEAM. Now, in the second section, we'll share examples of data integration from BEAM to Acumatica. On the left, you see the Asset page in BEAM, and on the right, you see the Fixed Asset page in Acumatica. We can observe the values from the Asset page in BEAM, which have been automatically transferred to the Fixed Asset page in Acumatica through integration. Within Inventory Management, we will sequentially explore the following headings: Item Synchronization and Issue, Adjustment Transactions, and Transfer. Item Synchronization and Issue. In the image above, you are viewing the Issue to Work Order form fields in BEAM, and in the image below, you see the relevant form fields in Acumatica's Issues section. When a spare part is consumed for a work order in BEAM, an issue transaction will be generated in Acumatica via integration. Adjustment Transactions. In the image above, you see the Cycle Count Output page in BEAM, and in the image below, you see Acumatica's Adjustments page. BEAM sends cycle count sheets to Acumatica as adjustment transactions through integration. Transfer. In the image above, you see the internal transfer page in BEAM, and in the image below, you see Acumatica's Transfers page. All transfer transactions generated within BEAM will be pushed to Acumatica as a transfer transaction via integration. Purchasing Management Integration from BEAM to Acumatica. Purchase Orders. You are viewing the order form on the BEAM screen. When a user initiates a purchase order in BEAM, a purchase order will be generated in Acumatica. BEAM pulls the purchase order number. After BEAM pushes the purchase order, Acumatica generates a purchase order, and BEAM fetches the PO number. Purchasing Management Integration from BEAM to Acumatica. Purchase Orders. You are viewing the screen that opens when we click on the Materials tab in the order form in BEAM. If MRO, Maintenance, Repair, and Operations items exist in Acumatica, BEAM will send the inventory ID. If MRO, Maintenance, Repair, and Operations items do not exist in Acumatica, BEAM will send the material code and material definition to the description field in Acumatica. You see the quantity of order field, unit price field, and account code field, and BEAM pushes the quantity, unit price, and account per each line. Purchasing Management Integration from BEAM to Acumatica. PO generated in Acumatica. You are viewing the relevant fields and values for the PO created in Acumatica with the data coming from BEAM to Acumatica. When we navigate to purchase orders in Acumatica, you can see the order no and vendor fields along with their values. On the Details tab, you can find the relevant inventory ID, line description, order quantity, and account field values. Purchasing Management Integration from BEAM to Acumatica. User submits a receipt in BEAM. You are displaying the Materials Entry List screen on the BEAM. When a user submits a receipt in BEAM, the receipt pushes back to Acumatica and BEAM pulls the new receipt number from Acumatica. Purchasing Management, receipt quantity pushed to Acumatica. You are viewing the quantity on receipt field and its value for two materials on the BEAM Material Entry List screen at the top of the image. In the image below, you are viewing the open quantity and receipt quantity fields and their values for the relevant materials on the purchase receipt screen in Acumatica. Receipt quantity pushed to Acumatica. Users can create many partial receipts as they like. Purchasing Management. PO is closed in Acumatica. In the image above, on the Material Entry List screen in BEAM, you can see the Acumatica receipt number in the Receiving Document tab. When you click on the Materials tab on the Material Entry List screen in BEAM, you are viewing the Quantity on Receipt field and its value. In the image below, you can see the relevant field and its values on the Purchase Receipts screen in Acumatica. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of bidirectional integration. Should you have any further questions or would like to discuss how this integration can benefit your specific needs, please don't hesitate to reach out. Together, let's embark on this journey towards a more connected, efficient, and agile business environment. Here's to unlocking the full potential of your enterprise with Acumatica and BEAM.